My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm viewing Dolce Gabbana The One EDP Intense. The price of this is all over the place. Some places have it for £44. Some places have it for, it's 57. It's all over the place. So I'm going to judge it as a £50 fragrance. That's kind of in the middle. I think that's fair. The notes are cardamom, neroli, cypress, middle notes are cashmere, benzoin, neroli twice, and clarisage. The base notes are leather, neroli, lavender, and patchouli. So neroli is the top, middle, and base notes. Do we have our bottles of Dolce Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum Intense? I've engaged with the high self. Let's get testing. Oh no, weighted, sort of slightly metal, bit of plastic. Let's apply the fragrance and see what we think. So I want to tell you the price of neroli. I had a quote for it today. So there are two types of neroli, and the one that I like is Tunisian, and that's softer and sweeter. And the other type is sharper. So this is the best neroli that you can get. There'll be different grades. I have one which I really don't like actually. That's really sharp and bitter. But neroli is for 1 kilogram. So you add on your VAT and you add on your carrying charge as well. And if you buy smaller than 1 kilogram, you pay for repackaging fee as well. So for 1 kilogram, it's £3,800. And for half a kilogram, it's £4,200 per kilogram. See how the price goes up. And that bit that comes off, I don't know how much it is, £400, that's to repack it. They have to repack it. And then for 0.25 of a kilogram, it's 4,500. So I just wanted to tell you that for a kilogram, it's sort of, let's call it 4,000. It's £4,000 a kilogram. And that's because, it's very, very difficult to process, and because the actual raw materials are only available certain times of the year, you see, and has to be picked, all the rest of it by unicorns, obviously, if I'm buying it. Neroli, depending on what it is, gives real softness to a formula. It's really, really delicious. Top note. I think this is lovely. I think all this work is really, really gorgeous. They kind of all smell the same, I've noticed, with sort of slight variations, which is great. I mean, who am I to knock that? I think if you've got a base formula and you can adjust it and create a new fragrance, that's going to be loved. I think that sounds great to me. This is lovely, sweet, light. I love sweet fragrances. Sweet, light, airy. Utilizing beautiful musk accord. The musk accord is giving this sort of radiance in the formula. Clarisage is lovely. It's got that sort of sweet, woody, slight tobacco note. Not as tobacco-y as the original, but it's in sort of keeping. It's just lighter, airier, slightly spicy, clean. The way they are manipulating these wood raw materials. The reason I'm going like this is because it's sort of as you sort of dry down, you sort of get your top, your middle, and your base, you see. So I'm sort of constructing it in my mind, because that's how I sort of see it, you see. And that's why I do that, because you have sort of like a backbone, so I'm trying to convey to you, something quite complex and difficult. Ice Super is giving that sort of velvet, woody sort of finish. Beautiful choice of musk in this. The ethylene bracelet, Habana Light, giving that sort of metallic finish. Lux Alone. It's sort of keeping in with the first Lux Alone. Sandalore, Bangalore to sort of smooth it out. Kumara, raw materials, fruit raw materials. Acetates, aldehydes like the C14 and C18 to give sort of sweetness and softness. It's very sweet. It's got very sweet nature to it. It's very likable. I don't think there's what's not to like. I think I like this because in French perfumery, they use a lot of bergamot and clarisage, patchouli and vetiver. They just work really, really well together. And this is giving within this sort of instant likability, classic, sort of timeless. This to me smells a little bit more eloquent than the original, if I'm honest with you. Onto my final thoughts. I really like this. I think this version is more wearable than the original. This isn't going to be a compare and contrast video, but I think it's more suitable for sort of all occasions really. And personally speaking, I never reach for citruses, even my own. They don't last on my skin. They don't work on my skin, which I find incredibly frustrating because my citrus fragrances smell amazing on other people, but on me, I just never reach them ever. to be perfectly honest, which is very sad because I love my work and I love citruses, but they don't work for me, which is fine. So I tend to reach for fragrances more like this, which is sort of citrus based around wood compounds, vanillin compounds, coumarin compounds. These sort of stick and work on my skin, musk base heavy fragrances. So this beautiful Perfumer. It kind of just smells eloquent, beautiful, timeless. I think this is signature scent worthy. I think this one is something that is suitable for all occasions. I would actually wear this in the summer because it was sticking to my skin and it's sort of got that radiance and it's got a lightness to it. And that's from the sort of the citruses, the clary sage. This has got neroli, and you can sort of hit that. Neroli's got a thing about it. It's very, very soft. The goddess are there doing that, to be perfectly honest with you. Neroli's are beautiful as a top note. I don't understand why they said top, middle, and base note, because neroli is a top note. Citruses are a top note. You know, they're fleeting and volatile. I'll go over that really quick. For those who have always wondered, top notes are fleeting during the last minutes. I would say half an hour, that's sort of top notes. The middle notes last, the next bit and the base notes last. You know, the majority of the fragrance, and the middle and the base notes are what I would consider the fragrance. So top notes are fleeting, give that initial burst. That's what you can detect on the test strip. Actually, fragrances that are very top heavy are generally designed to be smelt off a testing strip. That's what I think anyway. They don't last on my skin at all. Fragrances which are middle base notes like this one just last and last and last. And that's the story that you're getting. When I design fragrance, when I sort of smell a fragrance, I never judge it initially, because I think top notes you can almost like discard. They're so volatile, these sort of citruses, they kind of go. Not on everyone's skin, but I think majority. So the middle and base notes, the story is kind of, that's what the perfumer's work is, you see. So this has given me classic, beautiful. I love clary sage. I love the clary sage, the sweetness of it. And I'm going to mark it a 10. I think it's great. The price is just what's, amazing. And when things are well priced, when they are well created, well crafted, you just get a really, really great fragrance. I wouldn't change anything about it at all, and I can thoroughly recommend it, which, thumbs up for all of that. Just as a quick side note, as I was saying about the volatility of citruses, that's why citrus-based fragrances which last are like magic, because it's insanely difficult to do, to have that sort of liveliness and that sort of like effervescence and keep that going. That's the skill of the perfumer, magic. So love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for fascinating, interesting content, lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.